presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again here to a MRE Uno test stream. It's your man JT up in the commentary box with the big boss himself, KT, and also Caesar as our referee for tonight's game. We are over in the pasta region tonight. That's right, some tasty, fast pasta here for tonight here on January 13th, 2025. That's right, we're starting off the 2025 season fresh. Anyway, our players tonight is Nam in the 8th seed, and William Brock from Georgia in the 3 seed. As you see, there are other matches that have also been played here in the bracket. You see the pepperoni region with two of the newcomers, Luke and Taco, in an entertainer over there. Luke getting the first game win, but Taco getting 4 in a row, shutting Luke out of victory, and Taco has moved on to the next round. In the top right, the hot sauce region, Captain defeating KT 4-1 as he is advanced. And over in the potato region, we're still waiting for the outcome of that one. That's game between Christian Tago and Sean Ard. That will be upcoming tomorrow evening. But our focus tonight is on the pasta region, as Brock, obviously, he's done quite a lot for himself with later in the season in the finale tournament. And also Nam, him making it up to the Super League and giving it a good run there. So as we go up to the stage, we will introduce Nam, Brock, and also I'll bring in KT as well. So obviously we know these guys. They've been around the game. They've been around the block a good while. As KT, what are you expecting to see for this matchup between Nam and Brock, two of the more experienced players that we have?
Yeah, Nam a rookie, but we know he's got a lot of bag of tricks. That rookie is just a label. You look at Nam, there's two things you got to look at his game, JZ. Number one is those runs, right? He knows how to build those runs, and we both like racing, right? He knows when to time that slingshot on drafting track. That's Nam, right? Get him in Draw City, he's comfortable, 10-card run, no-brainer. It's easy. And for Brock, it's all about one thing and one thing only. Ammo control, sure, but his signature move is control the fade, right? If he can control that fade from blue to green to blue to yellow to red, if he knows how to control that fade tonight, he'll get the best of Nam. For Nam, it's about getting Brock in the Draw City, understand where the card start range could be. They both love mid-tier. Nam's obviously got the JT special, Nam special, 9-card special. You guys are famous for that. Brock more of a 7 to 10, but we'll pull out an 11, 12, sometimes a full send as well. Nam has an upper tier package. Don't expect this game to go anything lower than 7. It should be a good one here. And one thing to add, Jay, these guys know each other, right? Brock coming in here as a rookie. Nam is a rookie, right? But we know this is the 2025. We know we're going to be a different class system moving forward. This is almost like their honeymoon phase, right? They're getting out of the rookies. They're about to enter a new class system. I think they're going to be turned up tonight. It should be a good one. Can't wait for these opening questions. And I'll do this one special. Caesar, you know, it's KT here. Got to get you involved. Your thoughts on the mentality of both of these players, feel free to type it out in Uno Watch Party chat, as you always do with the mentality. Back to you, JT. Let's get it going with some questions.
Absolutely, for sure. Yeah, let's bring our players up here for a couple quick questions before we get this underway. Why don't we start with Brock? Obviously, you made a real good run in the finale last year, and obviously you're good at controlling those fades. And as you face Nam, what are you expecting his style to be, and how can you combat that, so to speak?
Well, to tell you the truth, I really don't know. I'm pretty much going in this with pretty much blind. So I'm looking forward to see what he has to offer, and just do whatever I can to come out on top.
All right, so there's some uncertainty on your end, but I mean, you still got the confidence. Obviously, you got the higher seeds, so you got more of the home game calls. How important is it to get that home field advantage and win on your home turf?
I would say it's every bit as important because if you're able to win on home turf, then obviously you have the advantage.
All right, excellent. Thank you for those answers, Brock. Now we go over to Nam, and we appreciate Nam being able to pick up and join this game at the last minute as Abian wasn't able to make tonight's call, unfortunately. But Nam, I mean, even as a rookie yourself, you still made one heck of a run in Super League. Just overall, just talk to us about quickly just your experience in Super League and how that has helped you progress as we go into the 2025 season. You can type. You can feel free to type that out in the chat. But KT, that's a kind of a surprising answer by Brock, as I'd say. And I remember back when I played him in the finale tournament before Super League. Like he made some pretty good plays. But he says he's going into this with a bit of uncertainty, almost going in there blind. Did you find that surprising that he's answered that?
Well, it's a new season, right? You don't know what both players will do. Real quick, I'm just going to interrupt you and see what Caesar said. You said both players had their heads screwed on right for this upcoming year. Both made Super League last season. Don't think they will show anything serious. And that's really what it is. It's a test stream. You're not going to get the most conventional plays, right? You're not going to get those full senders in terms of the style. It'll be a little more reserved. Obviously, the 4-command chain is on. The theme is on. All that fun stuff is on. Caesar made sure to do that, of course. But you look at this, it becomes more of a cat and mouse game, I think, Jay. You look at Nam, we talked about the runs. I mean, he may not show his stuff. Brock may not show all his stuff, but they're going to show about a good 60, 70%. I'm interested to see what Nam says. Obviously, on the road, he's been in this situation. They both know each other. They played each other before. They know what's up. Obviously, Brock got the better end of both, believe it or not. But remember, the situations were different. Nam was already locked in the Super League, pretty much T5. Who knows how hard he was going. And then for, ironically, Week 5, Nam was already locked into the Super League round 12. So Brock needed a desperate win. He got that desperate win, 5-1. I think these guys are almost, in a way, forming a small rivalry. I'm not going to say it's a big rivalry, but it's starting to become a small rivalry for now. You wonder if that will blossom into a bigger rivalry come 25, as we wait for Nam to type here.
Very good point, KT. You mentioned certain players. They just I'm sure later in the season we're going to get a pair of players that just are going to get under each other's skin, and who knows, maybe there could be some rivalries brewing later in the season. Could give the viewers something interesting to see, maybe some added flavor to the matches. I mean, nothing wrong with a little fierce rivalry. It gives another fun element to watch to the game as we wait for Nam's response here.
Yeah, and there we go. You want to read that? Go ahead, JT, read that off.
And there we go. Now, being in Super League taught me a variety of things, but I find that facing adversity is the most important thing that I saw. Losing to Chomik Week 1 sucked, but I had to get back up from it. I'll be fighting the whole match, even if I'm down 3-0. Yeah, that's a very good mentality. I mean, obviously, one week you might fall, you might stumble, trip, and fall on your face, and then the other weeks you're able to recover and be able to bounce back and make some good runs. But yeah, I like the mentality that Nam has. He seems like he's got plenty of positivity as he heads into this match here.
Well, one more thing to add, JT.
Yeah.
You talk about Brock from Georgia, not from Florida. It's a Florida Georgia line, right? It's a it's a little state battle, right? You look at Brock, he's almost 30, Nam's 15. It's basically double the age almost. It's kind of funny, and we do have the best of both worlds here, youth versus experience, but yet they're both rising rookies. Let's call them rising rookies. They're not rookies anymore. So it is a very interesting, perplexed battle we're going to see tonight in terms of everything you want off the table. Let's just see how we go on table as we'll send it to our referee, Jay Caesar.
Gotcha. Yeah. Both these guys, rising up rapidly in the ranks of Uno. And tonight, I mean, even though it's just a test stream, we'll get to see what kind of plays these guys can whip out of their sleeves. So yeah, we'll head to our ref Caesar again. Game 1, the first 2 games actually. Brock, since he has the higher seed, he will have the home field call. Remember, 7 games in total. You need 4 to win. And we will just await Brock, and he gets the first call on how many cards we'll start with. So whenever he's ready.
Wait, Brock, how many?
Let's start with 10.
All right.
Starting it even up with 10. And we got a +2 right there. Pretty
I mean-
interesting. And there is Short making a little bit of a cameo there with his +2.
One thing to
for
mention,
one of
Jake-
few times left.
Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, Jake, that little cheat sheet, that's the March version. That's okay. Don't worry. Most of the cards are the same. I'll just let you know if there's something different. You're good to go. Keep going, though. Don't worry about it.
For sure. So yeah, he's weighing his options. And,
Oh, look at this.
What a killer play by Brock, just nailing Nam with multiple cards over. That's a +6 or a +8.
JT, that's an automatic Caesar comeback noted. Already.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
That's a plus.
Already.
10.
And he's still on the roll.
Playing loose in the test.
And
stream.
as he switches it up to a KT Blue Wild, and now Nam finally gets to
Plays
play.
it cool in the brat.
Finally gets to play a turn and goes into a deuce, the blue deuce. And that would be Brad, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Goes in with skip into a Uno, switching up to green though. So we got a blue and a green. Well, despite the red, green, and yellow +2s, I mean, what a combo that was to start this game by Brock.
Well, JT, right, you got to look at this. Brock is playing in percentages here as we go one up this time in the Atomic. I think William Brock could have had a monster hand for sure, but he's definitely going to have to try to look. This is a monster.
Oh, down to
hand.
Uno. Is that it? That's
That's
got to be
monster.
it.
That is
I
it.
believe. Yes,
Wow.
it is.
He was
Nasty.
loaded.
What a game won by William Brock. In just under
Kaboom.
2 minutes. I mean, you could pretty much play Song 2 by Blur and it'd be over by the time this
Oh,
game
man.
ended. So, well, Brock, how about that? I mean, you must have had a killer hand. I mean, you just showed Nam no mercy there. Talk to us how you were able to put that game away so quickly.
Well, normally I don't use most of the power cards I have in practically one go, but that's pretty much what I did, and that's and this time it worked out in my favor. Will it work out for me in the next games? Who knows? But
Gotcha. Yeah. So like your plan was like to set him back as far as you can, and then play it calm as you try to get to Uno.
yeah,
Honestly, that's not a bad strategy. But yeah, Nam. Yeah. Anyway, Nam. Yeah, it's unfortunate that you didn't really get much of a chance to fight. But I mean, it is only the first game. Does this deter you at all, or are you still feeling confident?
Yeah, I'll type it out there, Jay. Right now, it's really hard to ask. You like to ask a question, but when you got a monster hand like that, that's usually game over right off the bat. Although not could really say much other than he just tried his best to hope and pray color efficiency would work out. That's probably what he will say here, but what are you going to do? He'll probably just take it on chin, regroup for game 2, for sure.
These are the kind of games it's very hard to get any reads on, and that is why this bot exists, because that was what the old bot was all the time.
We'll see how it goes. Obviously, long series. Both guys know each other. We'll get a little bit more of a better read here in game 2, for sure.
Yep. And about Brock there, like all those action cards, I mean, all using all those action cards in a row, I mean, I would expect if we started at 13, 14, or 15 cards, you would get that many actions. But I mean, we started out at 10, and he was able to get that many. As Nam does hand in his answer, we'll see what happens in the next game. It's only 1 game out of 7. Hopefully the second one is better. So, okay, so Nam, he's not too shaken up. I mean, he's not letting himself, happen. I mean, you can't get too down on yourself too early in the game. Otherwise, you're not going to have the confidence to really put up a fight on your opponent. But as Nam hands his answer, we let's move on to game 2, shall we? That game 1 was a quick one. So Brock, it's your call again, but you can't pick 10 cards. How many?
Let's try 8.
All right, a little
Gonna go down to crazy 8. Let's do it.
There's an 8, Camaro.
And,
There we go.
and there is an 8.
One of our new
Avengers
promoters.
still-
And that'd be the Camaro until we go to a Stingray 5.
We'll see, JT. Brock obviously not going to go explosive here off turn 1. This gives them a little bit of some hope and gives them a little chance to strategize as well on the back end.
All right, still remaining in the yellow. That's a monkey yellow.
Yep. Comes WB typing it out. We'll see what he'll do in return. See if he's going to go aggressive here.
Ooh. Oh, there. Yeah, he's still maintaining that aggression. Even still with that reverse.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now it's Nam who handed that out.
Yeah.
So he caught half of it right there, but Brock's still 2 up.
Yeah, I was just about to say, JT, you can see now he's pushing the pace. Little Clint player in the blue now. This is where the fade matters. See if Brock can control that fade and possibly continue the blue train.
As he keeps it cool up, and another switch into Nam. Now Nam's getting aggressive on the color switches.
Real aggressive in the background there. Let's see what will be from Brock. Did he control some of it? He does in the Ghost.
Hi, me.
And Shore comes up again into a Kev 3.
Enjoying these last few weeks of me existing in the deck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Soon you'll get back.
I'll be
You'll
back
get
in
it back.
26. I'm working on that.
Oh, and Brock has to draw. First time we've ever seen him do that.
Yeah,
That's
first time in the series here.
His first self draw for either.
Oh, never mind. Top deck
There's
city
it.
in the Brad.
There's that number efficiency. But
Yeah,
Nam
that's
still
the
has
first-
he's still got some blues left over. Still
that's the
A-okay
first
for
self-draw
Nam.
of the series. Brock and
Brock out
he
again.
goes back
Oh.
again.
Now
Locks
Nam, he's just
himself
gonna
in
try
there.
and keep on rolling. He's gonna try and keep on rolling as Brock is apparently stalled.
Oh
Nope,
my
he's got
goodness.
the numbers.
That number
Oh, and
fish.
Nam's trapped.
Oh,
What a
Brock, huge.
reverse psychology play by Brock to stall Nam out. I mean, Nam had the momentum, and then that switch over to green. Nam's got nothing.
boxed himself in only to break out of the box and put Nam in it.
That's Brock, man. Fade look, reverse psychology. Wouldn't be surprised if he starts to build up a little bit of a trick play, and he will.
Oh,
Oh, and a
wow.
Nuno.
Down a check.
What can Nam do with it?
Nothing.
He can't. He has to draw. Is that going to be the game too? Second straight for Brock.
No.
Oh, he can't. He's got to draw. He's back to dose.
Yeah, Brock tried a little toaster play, try to get to Uno, see if he gets anything off his top deck here. Let's see if he did. You never know. He could get something off the top deck short, and JT, he's known for this.
Already found a top deck to make those that box play.
There's the
oh,
top
there he
deck
goes.
read.
Oh, and there's the
Wow.
Uno. Oh, he switches it to blue.
crossover.
Is this
Does
a
he have
good
a blue
play?
though?
Safe play, or is it? It's a
Yeah.
great safe play. Wow.
is.
Great
safe
play
play.
by Nam.
That fade play may have been a fade, but it certainly wasn't. Certainly wasn't.
And
a mind
he's
trick there.
and he's
at
gonna
best.
do it. And he's gonna do a zero sugar. There it is.
Yeah, a little Clint play earlier. No, then
Still
Brock
nothing
that.
by Brock. I wonder if. Oh,
No.
and he's got an Uno now. Nam at Uno.
His
Brock
own
on
card
the
for the
Brock
win.
with the response. Oh, he's got to draw again.
Ooh.
So both these players looks like we are going to go into draw city now.
Well, we talked about that, J-Rod. This is where Nam is comfortable. This draw city. He loves this draw city. Take it back a little bit and start building those runs. See if he continues.
Oh, of course, yeah. Build yourself up some ammo.
Never mind.
As Brock goes to green, that could be a jailbreak, and yes, it's going to be. Now it's a matter if
Oh, he's going
these
aggressive.
guys, they got any action cards to maybe, trap one another in.
As that. What?
Nothing
As MGR
weird.
pops in, even though he's not in the game,
Well, I
as
got,
Nam has to draw.
JT, you keep calling the game. I got to figure something out then.
No problem. Yeah. Double draw again. Yep.
Huh.
Both these guys looks like they're going to keep drawing back. But that +4 that Brock did onto Nam now, it's basically
Nah, Brock,
moot now.
you guys can see your deck and stuff, right?
Everything working all right for you. Just
History's good. I see everything. You guys are good.
a little bit of
Oh, okay, yeah.
lag. Brock, you're fine. Nothing wrong.
I don't
Alright,
think
look,
Brock.
sorry.
Yeah, Brock's been fine. Yeah,
All right, looks like we're good.
might be other servers. I think we need to discuss that. It might be the other server. I'm gonna be honest.
All right, as we're gonna keep going.
That's all right. You keep doing your thing. Yeah, I see where the problem.
And they're still drawing as we're stuck on background character 8.
Background, another promoter this year.
Oh, here we go. Another +4 by Brock. Back into green
Wow.
again.
Yeah, Brock aggressive. We talked about his ammo. He's got the control, but he's gonna send it. He doesn't want Nam to continue to go back and draw city and pick him up. Caesar, that's something to watch. Comes the rock, looking to load up. He does it again.
Oh, double play. Probably going to be a triple. I know these players have been drawing back a bit.
This might be
Oh,
it.
that
he's
might be
got a blue
game.
reverse.
No call out.
Oh,
no
he
call
just
out. He
missed
got
the
it
call
in, and
out.
that's it.
And a lane 7 by Brock to end game number 2. 2 in a row by Brock. A much exponentially longer game. That was over 6 minutes. So how about that, Brock? You got the home field advantage in the first 2 games, and you were able to pounce on it, just like what we were talking about in the at the top of the show. Important to get that home field advantage, but now you're going to go on the road. So, what do you think you can do? Can you, now that you're in Nam's home field, you think you're gonna make the same
Nam.
kind of?
He just jumped away. Go to Nam.
He's gonna get a little break, Jay. Get a little bathroom
Gotcha.
break.
Said be
So we're
right
good.
back.
Gotcha.
Go to Nam. Let's talk to Nam.
All right, yeah, maybe Brock can think of a potential answer over on the John, but on to Nam here. So unfortunate, you're down 2-0 as you guys were drawing back a lot, and unfortunately Brock got the best of you again. So but you are having the home field advantage now. So do you think this might be the perfect time to strike? Like, you might have not had enough in Brock's home field, but what do you think you can do in front of your home crowd and maybe give Brock a taste of his own medicine? And obviously both players still have their power plays too, which are also very vital. But I know that Nam, I mean, studying him this past year, I mean, he's come back from, being down, 2-0, 3-0. So it's nothing that he's not used to.
No, and the art of the comeback. They say, Jay, the art of the comeback really tests merit and skill. And he's a youngster, but you gotta think he's been around here. He doesn't have the ammo right now. You look at the stats. We go to the stats board. He's got no single +4s, no single wilds, no singular skips. He's only had a little bit to cook with, but he has had multiple times to go in and draw a city where he's usually cooked before. I wonder if he changes it up with the but. Okay, so Grim just touches lag. Okay, that's good. I'm interested to see what will happen though with Nam. Does he up the card start here? Does he play a little bit more unconventional compared to what we know with the draw city? I'm interested to see his response, Jay, because down 2-0 is not a big deal, but you don't want to spiral this down 3-0, especially with power play still in the back pocket.
Yeah, that is right. And you can see on the stats, I mean, yeah, Nam, he definitely hasn't gotten much luck from the bot. I mean, obviously, Brock, he's been the favorite, as Actors Card said. As here is Nam's answer. Well, got to do everything we can in these home games. I've been in this position before. I'll think about how to change my strategy for the coming games and can't let it slip further. That's right. You got to stop the bleeding while you can.
There he is.
And as Brock has entered back from the John, as Nam, as Nam, yeah, appreciate that short.
For the record, I was grabbing dinner.
Oh, you're good, man.
Yeah, it's all for the comics, but
a little pasta, all right.
Yeah, some pasta in the pasta region.
Funny you mention that. I'm eating pizza and pasta salad.
Damn,
So
the reads,
bad,
insane.
Who needs reads in Uno? We got food reads now.
Yeah, already racking up threes. I mean, wow, what do you know? But
It's preseason,
so yeah,
man.
all right. So yeah, I was over to Brock now. I was asking Nam. I mean, he's his answer. I mean, he's got to stop the bleeding now. I mean, he is going back to his home field now. So how important do you think it'll be to like keep keep doing what you've been doing, but in a different atmosphere? Do you think that'll shake you a little bit more, or do you think you're still well composed?
I don't think it will shake me a whole lot. Considering I've already swept my home stand. So if I can manage to hold him off on his home turf, then I pretty much win the game.
Yeah, very excellent. That's right. You are up 2-0, but I mean, there is the art of the comeback too. I mean, he's got his home crowd behind him, so you just have to do what you can to prevent him from kind of upending you and drawing even.
Brock, got a real
Again,
quick question here, man. Real quick, Jake, not the button, but
yeah, go ahead.
how do you compartmentalize a game where you go to a game one where it's all straight Plan A city for the viewers at home, and then you get a little 6-minute action game, and you got to go through your playbook, Plan A, B, C, D. How do you compartmentalize as a player, knowing you went from a straight Plan A game, 1 minute, everything's working great, everything's great, in the words of Sean Ard, and then you got to go right back to a Plan A, B, C, D, where you have to start getting the fade going. What are some things you've been doing to mentally get yourself into it when the games get longer? Feel free to share.
To be honest, I haven't really done anything. All I do is just go in there and run with it.
There it is. Jay's just run through those holes tonight.
Nice. Well, all right. So yeah, game number 3 now. So it is now going to be Nam's turn to call the shots for how many cards we start, and everything is open. 14. We go to a much higher number for game number 3. And we start off with the blue number 3 as Nam's gonna kick us off with the first card selection.
Well, Nam has seen the explosion from Brock. Let's see if he plays it cool here. He will. Is Rock gonna go down? There's a quick switch, Jay.
Yep, 9 to the 1 and into a red, into Ghost, into DJ Curtis 5. And there's Eli.
Now we'll see where Brock will figure out a fade switch. There.
Now we go into our third color. Got a yellow right there with the 6 followed up by Nam.
Yeah, the read was too good on that one, but we'll see. Brock, he's known to control these reads, and he knows to control the fades as well. Let's see if he controls the fade. Hard to switch on 0. Let's see if Nam tries one of his classic double plays around 10 to 8 cards. That's where he usually starts to break the reads and the runs. The reads go insane,
there's the
Jay.
triple. There's the triple. Yeah. Pretty much calling it right out of the bag before it even happens as Nam with a great triple play.
Brock going to fire back, though. He's going to have something, whether it be a fade look J or he'll fire back to the net. He's going to go, wow,
Yeah,
he's going to do a door opener.
Oh, interesting as we go to an Ashley Red Wild.
Yeah, now I'm going aggressive now. He might have it. Brock, up 2 color.
He doesn't have anything. Oh, and he stuns him with a short +2 and into another green 2. Oh, he is just piling on. He is piling it on. Look at this. Oh, wowie. How about the storm ending by Nam to end game 3? Wow, that happened all in a flurry. I was just trying to collect, my thoughts and to think of what else to ask him. But man, yeah, kaboom! What an explosive ending, Nam. How about that? You choose the larger card, start 14, and then I would honestly say that's the quickest I've anyone seen go from 14 cards down to Uno and then to 0. A minute 46. Like, how are you able to put away that so quickly? Like, did you have the right pieces together and you were waiting for the right chance to pretty much make that final run?
Yeah, speed kills Jay. It's kind of funny how the first game for Brock at home was a Plan A win, and for Nam, Plan A win at his first game at home. The bot has stayed consistent, giving, hey, you're going to have one of these crazy games where it's Plan A. Well, I'm going to give you one back in return. So they both have got the Plan A wins now. Brock's had that plan B, C, D. Let's see if Nam can match that. That'd be interesting.
I was just gonna say, like before Nam made that final run, he did the triple play with those 2 skips. Those were his first skips played the whole series, and then, man, what a killer connection he used to win that game. Brock, I have to ask you now. Like, was there any way that you could have seen that coming? I mean, I know you guys started at 14, and yeah, as a Nam has his response here. Yeah, my hand was pretty connected in the beginning, and the color switches sealed the deal. My brain can fly sometimes. Oh, wow, that was a fast flying brain. Put it to good use. Anyway, yeah, Brock, was there any real way you could have seen that coming? Did you maybe have any plan of your own before he came in and pretty much stole the win?
I mean, I don't think there was really much I could have done there. I mean, he had the right cards just like I did in the first game. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you can only really do with what you've got in your hand. But yeah, Nam just had that great connection. As Vapor joins us here in the BC, and he's gone again, like a vapor in the wind. But yeah, a quick game 3. How quick did you think of that? Like, that's the quickest I've seen anyone go through 14 cards. I wonder if that's got to be some kind of a record.
I don't. Off the hat, I don't even know if we have records for fastest games. I gotta think about that. We might have had some quicker, but I don't know. I have to look. I have to go back through all the data and knowledge. But yeah, you gotta look, JT. Now it's best of 4 here, right? Brock, even if he drops the next one, he'll still have a 2-2. They both would have split it at home. It's not the worst loss for Brock because there is a chance to get the 3-1. You got the power play. But the momentum now, they both have these Plan A wins, and Brock's the only guy that's had a Plan B, C, D win over 5 minutes. It's still in his favor, but now with that win, it gives him some confidence because we know his brain likes to fly. And usually with more of these fast draw city type players, right, they like to keep the tempo up. When you keep the tempo up, it makes the opponent think a little bit and overanalyze in micro margins. Not just so much fine detail, but micro margins. I wonder if now we'll continue to push the pace here. He can't use his special 14. I know it's his jersey number. He loves that number choice, but he can't use that. So he'll go to something different. But now the game will be interesting as we go into the second home game here before we get to the Brock home game in Game 5. So this will be interesting. Big Game 4. Can Brock get the 3-1 or we get a tie series headed in Game 5? We'll find out.
2 very important questions that will be answered in due time. So, again, Nam, you can't use 14, but you can select any other number of the cards.
Caesar here's got it ready to go. Sender! Oh, boy.
Oh, we're going to go with the full 15, sending it. And yes, that is indeed what we're doing. Our first Senate game of the night here. As we're still remaining into a blue, a 6 to a 9. Nice.
Yeah, from him to Nick. Now Brock, he's exploded a couple times, and he will do it right off the bat with Allen.
Aggressive switch. Another aggressive switch. Using them numbers to good use.
Trip top 4. Will we have a possible rainbow? That'd be something. We pop them out? Skittles? No.
No, going to remain in the yellow here.
In the Brock's card.
Yeah, no, pretty much salutes Brock right there with his own card. And we're 4 and the 2. These players just keeping it easy. And there is our first green. And Nam's going to ditto that. Very quick pace this game.
Oh, yeah.
They're both just going at each other's throats with the card selections.
Yeah,
and
flying
there is also
Hawaiian
a plan
right
with
now.
a green 5.
Ooh.
Another switch to yellow. The first action card used here.
We'll heat check there. We'll call it a heat check in the old textbook.
And that is the Llama himself, Cody Lamas. Another real G in this Uno universe.
One of the OGs for sure. Brock, I think he's got something cooking today. Oh yeah,
there we go.
A little misplay.
Oh, so just the skip counted. Oh, now the +2. So he pretty much did it the other way around.
Yeah, just to hit the space bar an extra time there. It looked like between the P and the Y, little extra space there that
Doesn't
The
affect
bot is
him,
very
though.
meticulous. You can't no room for error. Even the mildest micro errors.
Although you have to wonder, like, since Brock made that misstep, like, do you think that kind
Oh,
of ruined what he was originally going to do? Oh, is Nam.
Something I got to
How
find
about
out
that?
after
A
the game
quad
here, but
play into a
thankfully
blue
to
zero
turn it around.
sugar.
yeah, uses that quad. That's the max command phase. Brock will fire right back.
That
Wow,
might
this
have been where he was going too. No, he was
wow,
able to skip.
this
Never
this
mind.
is something, people. A
I
double
know.
as Nam does a
Back and
double.
forth they go.
Brock with PA, you got it. Yep. Does not switch here. He will into a different type of switch. +4s him.
Man, so much aggression and so fast. These players are dealing out the cards here to each other.
Brock gonna fire right back, Jay. He's ready.
Yep, he goes from short to Eli.
Stanford
And
and back to him.
Yeah, as we have greatly reduced,
Oh.
the amount of cards as there's actually again with a red wild by Nam.
Brock good at fading though. This ain't over yet for Brock. He knows how to fade these reds. He will.
Yep, there's a double.
Now I'm gonna test right here.
Now he's got a reverse
That's
into.
game.
Oh, what another killer connection by Nam, and the series is drawn even, ladies and gentlemen. Well, how about that? I mean, now Nam he's got himself some more stats in the action cards now, as that was just over a 3-minute game. So how about that, Nam? I mean, the possibility of the comeback was there, and you took full advantage of it. How about you talk to me about that when all the aggressive playing and going back and forth that you guys were doing? As I will turn the next question over to Brock. That was quite a fast and thrilling game. Is the fast type of playing that is that more of what you're used to, or could you really were you just trying to keep it fast as he was to maybe throw him off a bit, or were you hoping to play it more cool, but he just wanted to keep the pace up?
I guess I was just really trying to keep up the pace. I mean, I don't mind playing, fast paced. Yeah, I mean, it does have its problems sometimes, but in the end, he just had me beat.
Right? Yeah. He made that multiplay right there. Yeah, it was a quad that he ended up doing to get this win. But how about that? Like I probably say that was the real pivotal game of this series. Would you agree, KT, or do you think there was a different turning point in this series that you would say, as Nam actually has his answer right
Yeah,
here?
go ahead and read that, Jay.
After game 3, I figured to keep using the aggressive fast pace. All right. Had a pretty good hand and got a few good draws, and that's all it took. Now it gets real with game 5. Yep, absolutely. It's going to get real. It's going to get more real from here on.
Well, I think, Jay, I think game 5's the pivotal game. It's weird because now both guys have won plan A, and now both guys have won a plan B, C, D. So the bot is being very consistent in the sense that, okay, you want to win plan A? I'm going to have to give that back to the opponent. And then you want to win plan B, C, D? You better match that. So there's been this is a tug of war game. There's no leverage either way. It's been straight down the middle. I got a feeling, though, Jay, I just don't see how Brock likes these higher starts. He's going to drop that down. There's no way Brock is going to take this one with his this could be his last home start, right? Depending on how things go for either way. He wants to make sure he leaves no stone unturned. I think the 7, the 9, the 11, I think it's in there. I think he'll drop this down and really put on a show for the fans on that mid-tier where he's cooking. For Nam, that's where he's been bidding a little bit. Let's see how he responds. But he did a good job of that upper tier stuff, working with more cards. That's usually how he thinks, too. More cards, you can possibly get a draw city later. But this was just an animal flurry war. If you look at the stats, yeah, it's 12 plus 2s combined, 5-7, 5, both on wilds and +4s. Brock has one more +4 Nam, one extra wild than the reverses and skips. 9-8, Brock, which is slightly more with one extra skip versus, or actually 2 extra skips versus Brock having one less reverse. That gives you the +1 in Brock's favor. Close on the cards. I think it's a big pivotal game 5. It's too close to call. 16 averages on the switches. The color switches, 17, 15 apiece. Should be a good one here, Jay. I wondered if Brock, as I said, will go a little lower and leave no stone unturned. We'll see what he does.
Yeah, yeah, like Nam says, I mean, it's going to get real. Like I can't help but agree with him there. So, I mean, he did a phenomenal job reeling in that 2-0 lead that Brock had, and now we're all even, Steven, as we head to Game 5. Again, keep in mind, both players still have that ever important power play, as that'll be something that you don't want to leave home with. You want to make sure you put it to good use while you still can. So we go back to Brock's call. So he can't choose 10 or 8. But what other number will he go with to maybe get the upper hand on Nam again? What's he going to choose?
Yeah, Wayne's we wait for this crucial decision from Brock. Probably thinking what he's got. Oh, there you
go. Let's go with 9.
Yeah, there it is.
Doing 9. Yep, he goes. He goes down the middle. 10-8. We'll go down the middle into a 9 as we start up with the blue.
Yeah, blue 1 right here, Brock. He'll go into Nam. Salutes Nam. There we go.
Yep. Yeah, that's the gangster Peter Onjak, blue 1, and now we got into a 4. So go into red now. More aggressive
red
switches.
Ooh.
Nice double spicy by Brock.
A little spicy for Brock. See if Nam responds.
Yep, Nam with the background character 8.
Brock going to respond back. I'll go to green.
Yeah, staying in green. I mean, we saw the couple of. Yeah, we saw that one double reverse play as we going all around the rainbow here. We did.
Ooh.
As a little bit of a mistype by Brock, but that's okay. He'll get back on his feet.
Oh, he checked back to red.
Oh, there he goes. What can Brock do with his fade?
I think he's going to throw a +4 here, Jay. I got a feeling he'll throw something big here. He's not going to let this one stone unturned, right? We talked about the stone unturned. He's not going to let this one lie down. He'll throw a +4, something big.
Yeah, he still has a. Oh, yes, he does. Is that going to be it? And yes, it sure is. And he ends it with his own card, his own yellow 1. 79-second game by William Brock. Well, it's back to that Plan A pace. Well, how about that? Well done, William Brock, to get another quick Plan A win at home, and you're just 1 win away from moving on with a series. How are you able to make that connection to get the win here in Game 5?
Well, I knew as long as he didn't play any power cards, once I made it into that yellow, I knew I pretty much had this game in the bag, and so hopefully I can keep that pace going, keep up the momentum, and close it out with a win.
All right, thank you for that. Now, Nam, even though Brock kind of pinned you early, that was a very neck and neck game. You think that now you think maybe with your call being in the next game, you think how radical do you think you're gonna try and be here in Game 6 to maybe get Brock off his feet and maybe tie it up?
Well, Jay, this is now I would say, 3rd game where we just went Plan A, where we saw Game 1, Game 3, and Game 5. Ironically, all odd number of games have been Plan A. So you would think naturally the law of averages, Game 6 will be a Plan B, C, D, but I think this is what we talked about, right? Now, he's hit or miss on 9. He hits one of his cards start, but Brock's just been able to find this mid-tier range and run with it. That's what you can do on these 7 to 10 sometimes, where it's just Plan A, you just run with it. The upper tier cards, where I think Nam will go in Game 6 here, his final home game, he's going to have a little bit of an advantage because you can go more into Draw City. It's definitely a style match where Brock definitely wants to avoid Draw City. Plan A wins. That's great. Nam, he's got to get into Draw City and find, as Luke joins us, finds a little rhythm, but we'll see what he says here. You can read that off.
Yeah, here's Nam's answer. He tried to keep my power cards in the reserve, just got beat to the punch. Yeah, that's a stinger. As for the card start, I think I know where to go next. But yeah, I've been in that situation many times that Nam was describing about? I mean, you think you've got the perfect plan. You think you got what it takes to make a one last killer run, and then bam, you get beat to the punch. And like I said, that's a stinger. Like that's a tough pill to swallow if you are a player ever in that situation, and it's an unfortunate feeling. But as we go into Game 6 again, Nam is going to have the call, and again, both players still have the power play. They can feel free to use it whenever, but it is the only one that they'll get to use. So Nam's final home game, you can't go all the way. You can't do a full send. You can't do 14, but you can go any number lower.
Oh, geez,
13.
There it is. Yep.
There we go. Lucky 13 or unlucky 13. We'll have to find out if that's the right choice or not as we start off with a skip, an action card already to start this one.
Yeah. Nam can take this two ways with the 8 skip here. He can either go into a skip, right? Maybe go into a double triple if he wants to be aggressive, or he can play it cool. We'll see. He's also known to play a little pace management. You wonder, Jay, if he starts to slow the game a little bit down. The fast pace hasn't been working on these Plan A type games. You wonder if he slows it down right here.
Taking his time right here. Again, 13's no low number. So a lot of cards, I'm sure both players probably have good amounts of ammo, but Nam, he's going to be the one who controls the pace here, making a very careful selection.
And he's done this before, Jay. He's done this in Super League. He's done this in T5. We saw his first slow-paced package when we got to T4 a little bit, but he's really amped it up when he needs to. Now, I remember him playing this slow pace against Chomik, and, well, it didn't work out. But he's going to play a big run here, you got to feel it. Yep.
Here we go. He's making that connection. Double skip, and he is still going to call the shots here, and he'll end it with a triple, or a double, technically.
Brock going to play quick, though.
Yeah, still going to remain green. Brock still wants to get this over as quick as he can so he can move on to the next round and play Taco. And again, that was a fantastic game by Taco versus Luke in the first region that we had. As the winner of this match is going to face him.
Yeah,
again, now being patient and really setting back the pace. So we got kind of like a yin and a yang, where Nam, he wants to take things more slow, but Brock, he wants to just keep the pace up and get it done and over with.
Yin Yang is still going to the first switch here. Okay.
Yeah, now he's switching to a yellow. And Brock's going to roll with it.
Now he's picking it up a little bit, Jay. Just picking it up slow with the pace. There's Brock.
Yep.
Switch to blue.
Yep, still rolling with it. There's Brad.
Bad Brad in the building. Nam, we'll see if we can evaluate here on the blue now. He will, in the lane. Brock going to fire. He will. Top 4. The Nick. What do you think, Jay, so far? You like what you're seeing here from both players? Definitely a good game. Entertaining. A lot of back and forth.
Oh, yeah. It's just like the last game. Like, it was very much a dead heat. And it doesn't look like it's going to be any different with this one. They were just about even as you could be before Brock made that final run at the end, as we're still rolling with these blues.
In the blue 8, Brock, let's see if he rips the top off here, and he will.
Oh, there's a double. There's a double into a gangster blue number 1. And now that is going to set Nam back a bit. Still just a 2-car lead, though. And there's a switch up into a Llama's wild yellow.
Well, he checked there, Brock. Let's see if he's got anything cooked up here. I think he will here, Jay. He's going to have something. He will. Big play.
Oh, double reverse. Check this out. Nice triple play.
Does not go back to yellow, though. Does he find a way back? Does he have an end run of his own? He will. There's the switch.
There it is. Oh, but he didn't like that. He goes, no, you. We're gonna go to red, as he's down to dose. It's Ultra Born by Nam. You think he could maybe use one of those power plays? They both still have one.
Yeah, we'll
As you
not
never
throw the
know,
power play.
as you never know what kind of a run he could construct. And he's gonna do it. He is going to do it as Brock is going to draw. How about that? Great use of the power play by Nam, as he now has the upper hand. He's got the lead. But now they're both down to dose. This is some tense stuff. Nam reaches Uno first. What kind of answer does Brock have? Is it going to be a home win for Nam? A switch win Uno. Oh, and Nam's going to do it. Nam makes the comeback. And we are going to go to a game 7, everybody. How about that? I'm sure you weren't.
Unbelievable number of fish for the win. My goodness.
Is this the regular season, or are we in practice?
My. Yeah, you think we'd be in the finale, in a T finale? Like, geez, with how intense this is. Well, how about that, Nam? You have found the magic. Great use of number efficiency and that power play that allowed you to stop Brock in his tracks and get this win. Like, do you think that was the key? As now we go to William Brock, who does still have his power play left over as we go into a game 7. But before Nam used that power play on you, did you think you had what it took to beat him right then and there?
In a sense, yeah. I felt like I could have beaten him if he hadn't used the power play. I don't know. When you were talking about the power play, I kind of thought about using it myself, but yeah, I kind of regret not using it. But it is what it is, and it's here comes game 7.
That's right. It's going to be so thrilling. Like KT, it's just your overall analysis on that game 6. That was the most thrilling one I think I've seen this match.
Go ahead and read that, Jay, before I get
as there we go. Yeah, Nam does have a response. I didn't see any other move there. Just had to power play and go for it. We're down on the power play, but we're still alive in the series. That's all that matters. That's right. I mean, hey, he used the power play, and it ended up working out in his favor.
Well, I mean, I'll ask Caesar. Caesar.
Anyway, back to you, KT. Like, your overall analysis on this, like, though there were so many, key moments in it. Like, I'd say that was the game of the series. I mean, depending on what game 7 has for us.
Well, once again, it really is a weird storyline of Nam knows how to win on these higher starts, and we got these more mid-tier starts for Brock. He's been able to dominate. I'm going to ask Caesar real quick. Caesar, your thoughts on these two? I know this is supposed to be an exhibition match, but I was just telling the story. This is a damn good rivalry in the future. I really think, Jay, we got some button here. We obviously have JT Sanford, Pac versus Peters, a damn good rivalry. You got the likes of KT Ashley, of course. We saw Brad Ashley. Nam and Brock have seen each other now 2 regular times and now a 3rd time here in an exhibition match. They both know each other. Even though this is exhibition, I think they both know they can put on a good performance. One has the style of just polar opposites in the sense that Nam wants to draw out a game, but he's never had a chance to draw City it. He's had to play more ammo and ammo, but Brock has got everything he's wanted so far. Ammo and ammo has been perfect. He's been able to fade look, and he just got beat to a punch with a power play finish. You can't ask for anything better. For a game 7, it's Brock. We're not going to see any full send here. We're not going to see anything silly on the upper tier. I expect him to go back to where he's been cooking, that 7 through 11 range, so it could be a 7 or 11 possibly, and give the fans a show. But Brock has been able to find a rhythm on that mid-tier as Caesar throws a little bit of some Salt Bay magic on that pasta to finish it off. I think definitely it's going to be a good final game here. Both guys know each other. It's going to come down to what style wins out, especially if it's an 11-card start where it's the ultimate pick or choose high and mid. So I'm interested to see what Brock can do. Let's go to Brock here real quick. Brock, you've been in these game 7 moments before. You're now, like I said, a rising rookie. We'll see what class you'll be in tomorrow. But your thoughts on these game 7 pressure moments? Do they ever get easier, or your thoughts overall? You've been in so many of these. Go ahead and answer that. Same thing with Nam. Go ahead and answer. Same question. Thoughts on these game 7 moments? Go ahead, Brock.
I mean, it can certainly bring a lot of pressure onto you. I mean, you want to win it all so bad, but it's kind of hard sometimes it can be very tough to get through it. But all you have to do is maintain your composure and hopefully, and just hope you get through it.
Let's see what Nam has to say. Jay, your thoughts on this game, man? You've been commentating a great job here so far. You're starting to get the rhythm, starting to get your flow. Your thoughts on this test stream? Players have been definitely helping you out tonight as well, for sure.
Oh, totally. Yeah, like this one. I mean, even though the match between Luke and Taco was entertaining, like this one is like at least 3 times as entertaining. I mean, obviously with Nam and Brock. I mean, them technically going into their sophomore seasons here in Uno. I mean, they've got they've got a good resume already. As KT, I'll have you repeat the question for Nam here.
Is it ever get easier, man, with these Game 7 moments? I mean, you've been in these Game 7 moments. Well, shoot, your last game in D1 was the Super League game, Game 7 against JT. So we know how Game 7s are. Is it ever getting easier? How do you compartmentalize knowing this is a win or go home pressure? If it's an exhibition, it's been a fun night for sure. Yeah, Jay, definitely these guys have put on a show, though. You're absolutely right. You look at the styles from both players. It's polar opposites of what you want. It's usually what it is. Opposites attract, and for both these guys, they just have a way of finding a Game 7 moment. We remember the first game they played in 6. Sure, it was T5, and then, of course, the second game was also 6 in Super League. Now we go 7. You wonder if there is a trilogy for real come the season, if these guys will both entertain that idea. I think it'd be a really good match, especially with you on the stream. It's looking pretty good.
And here is Nam's response. It does get easier to a point, but there's always that unmatched tension that does come with a Game 7. The only thing you could do is use that pressure advantage. That's right. There's no way over it, around it, under it. You got to go through it. You got to face that pressure, face it head on, and just do your best to not crumble underneath that pressure. And I'm sure both of these players are definitely feeling it. Although Nam, I mean, that power play he used to get the Game 6 win, he is empty of one now. William Brock still has his power play. But ladies and gentlemen, the pasta is cooking hot in the kitchen.
Oh.
We're about to add the meat and the sauce to it and and give you an al dente finish with the pasta region. So on to William Brock. It's his call. 10, 8, 9, and 10 are off the table. What will you choose?
Gotta go with the OG7.
There we
Original
go.
7. There we go for Game 7. 7-card start. All right, what kind of exciting dish are we going to be cooking up here in this pasta region to end this one as we start out in the yellows?
Little carrots on top of that into the creator, Grim himself. Quick game here, Jay. 7 cards can go quick.
Yeah, I mean, heck, we saw just how quickly a 14-card game was able to end, like just under 2 minutes. And we got half of that for this one.
Here comes Brock.
Oh, what a triple play. And he's cut his lead down to half. Oh, but Nam, he brings it back even again. Check that out. Well, he actually took the lead right there.
Tie game. Here we go.
Now it is a tie, 4 apiece.
In the red.
As there's the Ashley Red Wild.
Brock plays it cool.
Yes, he does have a response, but so does Nam as he gets to dose. Brock still has his power play.
Nope.
He can't. He can't do anything, and he does have a Uno.
Comes Brock. Does he switch it? Can't power play.
No, he can't do it when the player is at an Uno.
But it doesn't matter. Wow.
Well, all right. Well, yeah, kind of like a rookie mistake there by Brock a bit, but I mean, I get it though. I mean, I understand. I mean, your opponent's at a Uno Game 7. I mean, you're desperate to do whatever it takes to stop him. I mean, I can kind of understand why he tried, using the power play, but ultimately it was the wrong move.
That wasn't even wrong to get away with it. That's the nice part, Jay. When you get away with it, it's a sigh of relief. It's a new game, and he'll get a top deck there for sure.
Yeah, as Nam still does have a 1-card lead over William Brock.
Oh, leaves it open.
He leaves it open. I've made this mistake many times too. We'll see what Brock has to answer to that.
I think he'll answer here for sure. It's Brock. He'll leave it open. You leave it open, he's going to walk right through that door. He will. There it is.
Oh, what a stinger play by William Brock. He now has the 4-card lead, and he's still rolling as he has a skip. Yeah, well, how about that? Oh, but Uno's going to come back. Yeah, Nam, excuse me, is going to come back with a double play. There's no player named Uno in this. Uno's the name of the game.
Back to red from Brock. Interesting.
There's red. That's what Nam originally wanted, as he did that Ashley Red Wild earlier.
Brock in the blue, huge
Oh,
+2.
there we go. And just like that, Nam retakes the lead again.
Brock throw the power play now. Let's see. He won't.
Now he's going to still play it cool. Nam to dose. Brock down to
Nam's
3.
out.
Oh, he gets frozen on the blue on the Nick 9. They both are. Into Draw City we go.
This is what we talked about, Jay, at the top of the show. Nam wants these draw cities. Brock wants a top deck.
Still neck and neck. Like, KT, you pretty much read it as we break it out with a lane 7. How this could be the potentially for one of those early season rivalries. I mean, like this is like the perfect recipe for one here. I mean, even though there's no hate in it all. Oh, as Nam gets a surprise Uno. Again, Brock can't use the power play here, but he can try and do something with it. He plays a regular red. Oh,
but nothing again.
He comes up short again, and Brock still has a chance.
Brock aggressive.
Back to Uno again for Nam. His third Uno of the game. Is this going to be it? Can Brock stall him again?
Oh, Brock
a twin Uno. Is he going to get it? Whoa! How about that for William Brock? A triple play. Reverse into a 1. William Brock is your winner in the Pasta region, everybody. A round of applause to the Georgia native, William Brock. Well, how about that? A thrilling win. Phew, I'm just here trying to keep my composure and collect my thoughts here after what we just saw. That was something else. Oh, there we go. But how about that, Brock? You did what you could. Even though you kind of misstepped it with the power play, I mean, you got away with it, and it gave you new life to stun Nam at the end and to bring home the win. Congratulations on this win, but what'd you think of that?
Yeah, I gotta admit, I got pretty lucky even with that missed power play, because if he didn't go into Draw City after that missed opportunity for the power play, I kind of knew it would have been over. But yeah, it was definitely a thrilling game 7, and I'm came out on top, and I'm looking forward to the next round.
That's right. Yeah, again, well deserved, and you're going to be playing Taco in the next round. But now I'll direct it over to Nam. Hey Nam, I mean, even though this you're going to be taking the L with this one, the way you both were played, the way you were able to hang in there with Brock, like it's nothing to hang your head about at all. But do you think you might have had a chance with Brock missing that power play? I mean, I know you had to draw, but you think that might have been the one chance that you needed to maybe like get the upper hand on him?
Yeah, that was. I was just telling Caesar, man. This is the preseason, for crying out loud. The preseason, and we're starting to put in some action like this. But I think we're onto something. You look at these two players, polar opposites in style. There's nothing really to hold either head about. They know what they're doing. I think these guys could really put on a show in the real. When we get to the real season, maybe an Elite 8 or something down the road, maybe a Sweet 16. These guys know what they're doing. They have a lot of respect for each other. Obviously, I won't get too much into detail, but these guys know what they were both in the same group. They know what they're doing. A lot of respect goes around way, and I want you to read that quote.
Of course, yeah, Nam. His answer to Brock right here. Well played to him. We did all we could, and it was a great fight. That missed power play could have helped, but ultimately it didn't do much. Always a learning moment in these situations. We'll come back stronger. Yeah, of course. I mean, definitely no shame. I mean, with how he played tonight, just didn't have the right connections there at the end. I mean, especially with Brock making that triple to seal the deal. But Nam, I mean, at least one thing he executed properly on the power play versus Brock. I mean, when Nam got to Uno originally, Brock didn't quite use it in the correct form, but still, he got pretty fortunate. And I will ask Brock one more question here if he's able to here. But just you kind of, as you were playing Nam and as you got to this game 7 and how you guys basically were like copycatting each other, like you guys were like mirroring each other for most of the game. Like you think if you ever face him again in the future, you think you'd be kind of playing yourself in a sense? Because at least that's what I see when I see you two guys go at it.
Well, left him speechless there, Jay. Brock, you got a copy, Brock?
There
you go.
I mean, all I can say is, no, I look forward to playing against him again.
Yeah,
Short
yeah,
and
and
sweet,
think,
man.
yeah, I think, and again, like this was the preseason, and it was already so thrilling. But yeah, that's it for the pasta region again. Brock, I mean, ironically enough, he had pasta tonight, and it was just calling his name here in this Uno, and he was able to wrap it up in al dente meal and all finished, and he's savoring the flavor that victory has for him as he will face Taco. He will advance to play the number 2 seed Taco. I mean, who was also a newcomer technically, but I'll ask Brock one more question here. Like, what do you think? I mean, Taco, we never really heard his name come up other than he was in D2. How do you think he's going to fare compared to Nam, who has a bit stronger resume?
Brock, your thoughts on Taco next round? Brock? Might be having that pasta, Jay.
Yeah, it could be savoring it all
Good
in.
pasta.
Yep. But there you go, everybody. So yeah, Taco versus William Brock in the next round. Again, for a captain, we'll have to await the winner of Taco and earn that one. But I'll go to KT one more time and just your overall analysis for this incredible 7-game match between these two guys. Like how much action there was in just a preseason match. Like that was something.
Yeah, that's what you want a tester. You want a game 7. You want it to go to max distance, get you that reps. You look at game 1, 3. Pretty much it was the same copy mirror image. Even game 1, 3, 5 mirror imaging, right? Game 1 plan A, game 3 plan A, game 5 plan Brock 1, 2, 1 there. But one thing I do notice, Jay, if you look at that scorecard, not dominating on the upper tier, 13 through 15, but Brock, we talked about it coming in, the 7 through 10 is where he's got to win. Well, the thing is, I didn't expect him to win all 4 of the 7 through 10. You get a clean sweep of that. Gets the job done, and no power play for Bryce. I guess he thought we were still in group stage. He turned back the clock because there is no power play in groups, but in the regular season there is. So Brock, I would say, is probably the best player, and maybe if not the best player of winning games without power play and still finding a way. And you wonder, because of that fade look where it almost acts as a power play without even being one, it messes you up mentally. It gives him a slight advantage. Ask his T5 compatriots, the people he beat. Obviously, he beat you. He beat Allen, which was big. He beat Nam, was another one. He beat some big names. He lost to Tiger, but at that point, who knows, right? He was already kind of locked in the Super League. Brock's going to be someone to watch. As for Nam, obviously it's preseason. His style will work. Trust me on that upper tier. If he just finds a little bit more of a refined package in that mid tier, which he's talked about, we saw a little bit of a patient Nam in Game 6. So he's got a little bit of that pace efficiency. Should be a good one there. And my last words, man, I'm telling you, Jay, if this match ever happens again, it's got to be you streaming. And we got a rival here, Florida, Georgia, the old Florida, Georgia line. It's going to be a good one.
MRE cocktail party game.
Might have to. Might have to
It's
go
a cocktail party game. Tell me I'm wrong. Are we in Jacksonville right now?
I don't know where we're at right now. We'll have to find out. We must be. Well, I know. Brock's a UGA fan.
Yeah, I'm saying
maybe
we're in Jacksonville, man.
Must be. We must be in Jacksonville.
The real cocktail party game would be Brock versus Ashley because she actually goes to Florida.
Got to get that one going.
Oh, yeah.
No, that'll be a good one. But no, great broadcast out there, Jay. Take us home. Brock, congratulations, man. We'll see what he'll do in the next round, obviously. But I'm looking forward to 25 seasons. This was JT's last broadcast for the test. He's ready. He's been approved. He's certified.
Yes,
Caesar. Certified. Move it on.
Yep.
Finish us home. Clean us home, JT. Take us home.
Sounds good. Yeah, appreciate to get that certification, and yeah, I'll be excited to call whatever amazing, thrilling games await us in the months ahead as we start with the March Madness and work into the future tourneys. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for taking time out of your days to watch this thrilling matchup between Brock and Nam. But Brock gets the advantage over Nam. He's going to play Taco in the next round. Pay attention tomorrow for the game between Tago and Ard. Once again, I'm your man JT here up in the booth. Thanks to KT for joining and Caesar for reffing. William Brock, the winner for tonight in the Pasta region. See you guys for the next one. Peace.